All right, so this is how you create a Google Earth. So you have your country. You're going to go up, and first you need to create a folder. Go to My Places up here in the top left, right click, hold Add, and then go to Folder. In that folder, you're going to write the name of your country. And in this case, for the example, I'm writing Thailand. And then you click OK. Once you are in Thailand, you're going to click on that, right click. Actually, don't right click. Just make sure it's highlighted like that. Go up here and click on a pin. This will be your first pin. Before you do that, you're going to want to zoom into your first spot. So in this case, mine is going to be the Chao Phraya River. So I'm going to zoom in to that area. All right, there's the Chao Phraya River. And then you're going to click on a pin and make sure you put the pin in the correct spot, and then come up here and write the name. And if you want to add an image, you can. You gotta click Add Image, and then go and find a picture on Kiddle of the Chao Phraya River or whatever you're doing, if it's the Himalayan mountains, Mount Everest, or if it's the Indian Ocean. You can go to Kiddle and find that picture and put it right in there. Click OK. And now when you do your first location, it will actually go right to this spot. So your second location, you're going to probably want to zoom out. So you have to click over here for the zoom out and zoom in, zoom out. All right, there's Thailand. The next spot is going to be, for me, it's the Central Plain. So you're going to find the Central Plain and zoom in. I've got my mouse here, so I'm just zooming in automatically. And zoom in on a spot in the Central Plain. Looks like there's a city over here. And that would be my next place. So I'm going to click another pin, find a good spot for that, and then I'm going to come up here and write in Thailand Central Plain. And if I want to add an image, I could. I'm going to click OK. And now my second spot is done. And of course, you're going to have a third spot, so you're going to zoom out before you do your third spot. And there we are. Now you do your third spot and so on. And we'll do finally I'll do the climate. I'm going to skip one step. Click on the pin, put it where you want it. Humid equatorial, and of course you're going to explain all of that in a minute. So now let's say I was all finished. I had everything there, and now it's time to start recording. So you do your pins first. So your step one is creating a folder, which we did already. Your folder is right here, Thailand. I should say my folder is there. And then you're going to create the pins, which you just did. Those are all your stops. And before you create your pins, you're going to have to figure out where you want those pins to go. So then you can zoom in and put the pin right on there. So it might take some searching to find the spots you want in South Asia. And so you pick a good spot. And step 3, your final step, is to do audio. And for what you do there is click on the folder. Once again, Thailand for me. And you're going to right click on it and go to add a tour. When you click on tour, that will come up. Now when that comes up, you click on this microphone to start it. However, I want to start my pinned tour. And so I click on that right here, and I gotta pause it and go start from the beginning. So once you click on this here, make sure that Thailand, your country, is highlighted. Click on this, and this will pop up. Now, as it goes through your pre-selected pins, you're going to click on the microphone. Click on the microphone, and it will start recording you. And so I will do this as an example here. You click the record button, and it will start. Now it's recording you as the time starts ticking up. So you're gonna do your introduction. My country is Thailand. It is located in Southeast Asia. And you go from there. So now you click play. The first aspect of Thailand that I will be covering is the Chao Phraya River. The Chao Phraya River irrigates rice fields and is used for transportation and subsistence farming. And if you ever need to pause it, you can pause it. Let's say I wanted to say a little bit more about the river. You can pause it right there. You're still recording you, and you can still you can stop your tour, and you can keep talking about the river, and that's totally fine. You'll keep recording your voice there. And so if you're done with that, then you go on to the next place. Now the next place is the Central Plain. Once again, I pause it. Here's the Central Plain, and you say a little bit about the Central Plain, and some of the thing. You're defining words at the same time, so you keep going. Then you go on to your third spot and you describe that. And like I said, you can pause the video here of your pins just fine. It'll zoom back out, and it'll go to your final spot. And like I said, you can pause it at any time, the pins, and your recording will still keep going on as long as you want. And you'll record. You talk, and for me, I would talk about humid equatorial, and it has both a long dry season and short dry season. It has monsoons, and I'd keep explaining that and so on. And finally, I would come to a close, do some kind of really quick conclusion, and there you have it. That is how you do this. If you're ever, if you end up like the world turns like this is how you get it back. The north goes right back to that spot. And now I would click, when you're finished, you click on this button here, the red button, and it'll start playing back to you that. Now you're probably going to want to save this, so you're going to actually, you can probably share this as well. So if you actually click sign in, and it'll go up there. Now it's signed in for me, and I've signed in on here before, so I did it automatically. But you just sign in with your Gmail, your Superior mail. You click share, and you're going to email placemark. Click on that, and you click on Gmail, and you can click it, send it to your partner, or you can send it to me. And when you send it, then I'll get your final project. All right, and once you're done with that, you can just X out. But that is how you create a Google tour.